Welcome to Name Check with Michael Riedel, and in case you haven't guessed, I am Michael Riedel. And I'm delighted today to be joined by an absolutely beautiful singer, a Grammy Award-winning singer, Melanie Fiona, who's here to talk about her budding career. Now, you have been sort of compared to kind of the great old soul singers of the past. The ones I love, like Al Green, for example, and of course Aretha Franklin, one of the great ones. Did you grow up listening to them? Is that where the real influence on your career comes from?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been inspired by great storytellers and great voices and real lyrics and great songs. And fortunately, my parents had similar sentiments. So I grew up as a child listening to Sam Cooke and Patsy Cline and Nat King Cole and, you know, knowing these types of records, and none of my friends know them, but I know them because of my parents.
All right, I have to ask you, Nat King Cole was my father's favorite singer.
Oh, man.
The smoothest voice in the history of singing, I think.
Just smooth. I don't know, Sam Cooke, give him a run for his money.
Yeah, but come on, I mean, who can do Roll Out Those Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days
But
of
who
Summer?
can do la 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 la? No one like Sam.
It's a square off.
It's a square off.
All right, so tell me, how did you get your start as a singer? Were you singing as a kid? Were you auditioning as a kid? Were you in shows in high school?
You know what? I was really I was a versatile kid. I just did a lot of different things. I did a little bit of music. I played a lot of sports. Just always involved in some sort of activity or extracurricular hobby. And my, singing was, I think, my first love. I was singing from 2.5. My dad plays guitar. My mom loves to sing. So music was just a big thing in my life, pretty much. But I never knew how big it would become for me because I was just being a kid. And it wasn't until about a senior, junior year in high school, and I was like, music is what I love to do more than anything. It's the thing I do best, singing. And I went for it.
Jay-Z adores you. I mean, he's the person who really gave you your start, is he not?
Well, it's actually, I started with my production company, Title IX, which is based out of LA. And from then, Steve Rifkin from SRC Records is the first executive who understood me, I think, as an artist and believed in me and just gave me the push to go and make this music that I wanted to make and I believed in. And Jay-Z actually came in as a co-management situation after that. So Rock Nation is my co-management. And, with them, I've done some great things. They've given me some great opportunities. Toured with Kanye West through Rock Nation. And
you're going out now with Mary J.
I'm going out with Mary J.
But tell me though, when you get that, you get a phone call from Jay-Z, or does he say, "I'd like to take you to lunch, I'd like to meet you"? What's that sort of key moment in one's career?
He has his partners in his company, Jay Brown and Tata and John Manelli, and I had known Jay Brown because I had done some writing for Rihanna when they were at Def Jam. So they we had a meeting, and I played the album and played them the music, and Jay was there. Jay-Z, Jay Brown, and Tata, and they were like, we'd love to be a part of this, and it just kind of happened like that. Then I got a phone call about Kanye's tour, and then I almost crashed my car.
But it's got to be a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, you're sitting there with the biggest music moguls of all time, and you're playing your album for them. I mean, are you watching? How are they responding? Are they listening closely?
Yeah.
Are they smiling? How does that work?
You kind of want to make eye contact, but not direct eye contact because you feel like something will happen to you. Right. But just the vibe of it, and they're honest guys. I've done business with Jay Brown several times. So Tata, if anybody who knows Tata, Jay-Z always talks about Tata in his songs, and Tata is a big music guy for the Rock Nation team, and if they don't like something, they're going to tell you right away.
Really?
And so I was prepared for that, but they knew what I've done, and they've seen my work as a songwriter and as an artist now, and it's very cool to have their support in my corner.
All right. Well, stick around, Melanie. We're going to jump to Ian now for this meaningless Page 6 gossip that he's got for us, right?
Oh, it's meaningful, Michael. So Rihanna, after she was assaulted by Chris Brown in 2009, her managers and advisors have told her to stay away from him. He's bad news, but they keep popping up in the same places. Most recently, they were on a yacht on Sunday night in Saint-Tropez on a $300 million yacht that's owned by a Russian vodka mogul. And sources on the boat tell us guests included Leonardo DiCaprio, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, and Rihanna and Chris were talking about her doing a cameo in a new video of his. He's shooting a video on the Riviera with Ludacris and Swizz Beatz. So Rihanna could be popping up in yet another Chris Brown project.
Well, wait, Ian, I gotta ask you one thing though. Would you go on a yacht with Leonardo DiCaprio? And the man was the star of Titanic. The ship sinks.
I'll take that risk. I'll go.
That's true.
Sign me up.
I would think
you go down with the ship and Leonardo.
Standing on the bow of the ship like this.
I think he'd be prepared though. He knows what to do, even though he died.
That's right.
And then Kristen Stewart, the big news today is that she was caught cheating on her Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson with the director of Snow White and the Huntsman, her latest movie. She issued an apology today, though, Michael, and she said that she's deeply sorry for the hurt and embarrassment that she's caused to those close to her. Photographers who caught them making out in a car said it was a make-out marathon and it looked like she couldn't get enough. So she has some explaining to do.
So wait, so this director, he's directing what, Snow White and the Huntsman?
He directed Snow White and the Huntsman, which was her latest hit film.
I think it sounds more like Snow White and the Swordsman, I think, that directed that. Rupert Sanders. How much older than she is he?
He's 41, Rupert Sanders, and she's 22.
Whoa.
And there is a sequel in the works, so this could create some more controversy. He's also married and has 2 kids.
I like it, I like it.
Rough.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that you still take the subway, is that true?
Yeah, I almost took it here today. Would have
Really?
been the fastest way.
Yeah, because you live in Brooklyn, right?
I live in Brooklyn. I represent BK.
But I mean, just, you jump on the subway, there's no car and driver and limo waiting for you.
Listen, any New Yorker knows that it's the best way to get around this city. It really is. It just, if you got to be somewhere fast and easier, it is. Taxis and traffic, I don't do well with that. And it's cool. I just get to tune out. Phones don't work down there. It's music. And people are too busy doing crazy stuff on the subway to care about me anyway, so.
No secret, you are an incredibly beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And since they're casting around for judges on American Idol, is this something that you might do at some point? I could see you there. $18 million a year.
Listen, for $18 million, I'll be there for sure. You can have me for a year. No, I would love to do. I would love to do a music talent show. Just from an artist perspective, I feel like I have so much as a vocalist and an upcoming artist to offer an aspiring artist.
Would you be a Simon Cowell type? Would you be a mean one? Would you be rough on the kids, or would you be gentle?
I think I would be. I would be sensitive because I know what it is to be putting yourself out there to have people. But I would offer constructive criticism. I think that that's important, and I'm pretty good at balancing being politically correct when it comes to that.
Yeah, but you know me and Ian, though, I would flatten them.
Yeah,
take it up there, and they can't. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington.
Listen,
as Will Howard used to
everybody's
say.
got to roll.
Dead.
Everybody's got to roll.
You would take the Cowell thing to the next level.
We could start an American Idol right now, I think.
Absolutely.
We could.
Yeah.
All right, Rihanna and Chris Brown. What do you make of this relationship with these people? Why do women get involved with these guys?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's these guys. I think in life people are human, and we're forced to make some hard decisions. I've made some decisions. I look back in my life and be like, whoa, that wasn't a good. But at the time when you're making these decisions, you're going based off of emotion, and when you're going based off of emotion, reason doesn't really come into play. We're all guilty of it. And
but I really think somebody treats you badly, Ian, it's like just close the door. That's it. Why do you go back for more punishment? I don't understand this.
Well, that's why a lot of people, I think, are having trouble understanding the Rihanna thing, although she has gotten a lot of support, which is interesting, Michael, that there are a lot of people that are supporting her, following her heart instead of her career. But I agree with you. I mean, someone beats you up, you wouldn't think you get back together with them, but she is, it seems.
Deserves a swift kick in the teeth as far as I'm concerned, because you never hit a woman. Fundamental rule of being a guy, you never hit a woman.
I just don't think people should hit anyone. No one should be hitting anyone. Why are people fighting?
I agree with this policy. I hope Michael remembers that after the show. Because backstage he gets
all right, on one final note, I want to know about this this great festival in Toronto.
Yes.
Carabana, I believe it's called.
It's the awesomest.
And so what? And it's Caribbean kind of a.
It's a Caribbean festival to celebrate Caribbean culture because Toronto is booming with so much Caribbean culture. I am proud to represent that as well, to be honest.
What's that?
That's you. I knew that was you. That's my homegirl right there.
Darling, that's what I was wearing last year.
That's my homegirl right there. Yeah.
So this is what they dress up in, is the sort of thing.
It's all colorful beads and feathers and bikinis and revealing clothing, but it's fun. It's not sexual. It's cultural.
All right. Well, when I do name check,
although you're looking pretty sexual there, if I do say so.
I certainly think I am. You want to come on my yacht?
Yeah. Only if Leonardo DiCaprio's there. Oh my gosh, that's totally not me. Totally not me.
I'm afraid that's
my face.
I'm afraid that's not my body. But
that's not your body?
They gave you a better body.
Really?
Yeah. Well, look at the body I got, darling. Come on.
Compares.
Please. All right. What's your wildest masquerade? Is that that you ever worn? Have you worn one of these crazy?
I've actually never played mass. I'm like a terrible, which is what it's called, playing mass.
Yeah.
It's a terrible thing I've done. I've done a disservice to my city by not playing it. I would like to play it. I think that now, I'm more into the culture. Before, as a younger teenager, you're into the party of it and going down and guys trying to get your number and you seeing all your friends and it's all a party thing. But now I'm actually into the culture, so I think I gotta play mass. Like that's next on the bucket list.
All right, well, I'm going to be there to cheer you on.
Listen, as long as you wear that black paint, I'm into it.
Ian, I want to see what you're going to be wearing up there next year. All right,
always wear
Melanie
this. These are
Fiona,
like
you
my
are a
pajamas.
charming, lovely guest. The
Thank
album
you.
is the MF Life,
It is.
and you're on tour with Mary J. Blige.
Going on tour with Mary J. Blige and D'Angelo starting August 18th.
All right, and you're going to be at Jones Beach, I think. too,
Jones
right?
Beach on the 19th.
I'll be there
And
to
then we're
cheer you
doing
on.
Philly and New Jersey and all these close dates. So
Great.
I expect to see my New Yorkers around.
You're terrific.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. It's Name Check with Michael Riedel. Join us again next week. Take it easy.